Yo, what's up, beautiful people? In this video, you're gonna see tremendous growth. Sometimes when I go up to people, the universe just provides me people that I can serve, that I can help, that I can share to. That's what the universe does. Sometimes you ask the universe, hey, give me a person that I can serve, give me a person that I can give to, give me a person that's open to being on camera. I don't know. So I'll ask the universe these kinds of things. And as I continue to go up to people, the universe just provides. The universe just provides a person that is willing to learn and share and to understand and to grow and to expand. This is what Jalen was about. Jalen was about growth, and I saw that within her. Jalen was so receptive and just so loving in her energy. Like, why would you not want to talk to her? Why would you not? So, she was so, I'm telling you, willingness is a high vibrational energy. And Jalen was willing to grow, and that's what you're gonna see here. And our ability to be willing, our ability to be in high vibration energy as we continue to take action, as we continue to read, as we continue to have deep conversations with people, as we continue to learn from others, our ability to be willing and to surrender and trust the process as to how it is our ability to really find who we are as a person. I credit most of this energy work, 99% of this energy work, to Glenn Ackerman from Energy Awareness Training. So check him out. And when I'm saying to be willing, when I'm saying to surrender, I'm not saying to be willing to freaking put yourself in a situation where you're at harm, okay? I will never, ever mean that. And when I say surrender, I don't mean like, all right, I'm gonna give up and I'm gonna put myself at harm. Never will I ever say that I would ever want you to be in a situation where there's sabotage, there's areas where you just hate yourself. I would never want that to happen to you. So don't give up from a place of apathy and grief and desperation. Like, we're not talking about that giving up. We're not talking about that kind of surrender. We're talking about a surrender that comes from a place of peace. A surrender where you're freaking thinking inside of your mind on a constant basis, and you're thinking, you're trying to process the situation, you're working so hard to think and to realize, I gotta surrender in this situation. So enjoy this episode. This is a beyond beautiful episode. We put so much energy and effort and just presence into this creation. But as Glenn always says, choose the creator over the creation. Okay? So this creation is impermanent. It's going to you're gonna experience it for the amount of minutes or hours that you watch this video, but at the very end of the day, it's impermanent. And your ability to take on the universal principles that you get from this video and to use it to take action will be the most profound thing that you can do now. So, right here, right now, stay present in the moment and watch this piece of art.
I just want to work on being overall I want to be happier, and a sense of saying no to people. I want to work on developing I have people skills, but I want to develop it like even more. I want to be able to just walk up to a person and be like, hi, how are you today? I can do that, but sometimes it's a little harder. What do I want to work on? I just want to work on me as a person. I don't feel like I'm just like growing, you know what I'm saying? I think there are different things that are helping me grow, but I just want to be able to grow every day. You know how like maybe, wow, this is actually a tough question, but like in the growth of where there's something that happens to me that makes me grow. You know what I'm saying? I want to just grow. I just want to keep moving, keep radiating, and just keep moving. If that's a great answer or not. But yeah, that's what I want to do in my life.
Stop right there. Okay, so also this video is super long. So if you guys want to just skip to the approach energetic breakdown, that's at the very end. Okay, so skim towards that. I'll give a time segment in the description below. But what you're also gonna see here is that I'm gonna be speaking to a person that I just met randomly out of nowhere, and I'm gonna be speaking to her, and I'm gonna be sharing to her, I'm gonna be giving to her. So to anybody that wants to create a movement where you have something of value, you have something inside of your heart that you wanna share to the world, and you feel restricted to sharing it, the fact that you can go up to so many different people and share something that's inside of your heart and share that to another particular person. Like for example, maybe you are a shooting survivor and you survived a shooting and you want to be able to go up to people and share your story about how you survived shooting. You can go up to them, you can go up to them, you can go up to them. It doesn't have to be limited, a limited amount of people. It can be an abundance of people that you see out of nowhere, that you met at a Barnes and Nobles, okay? So going up to people is not something that's restricted to dating, where it's like, nah, that guy's kind of cute, okay, I'll go up. Or it doesn't have to be like, you know, that girl's hot, I'm gonna get laid. It's not gonna, it doesn't have to be restricted to that. It's a way of being, it's a way of becoming, it's a way of sharing something of value to everybody. And it's also a way of exploring human nature at its finest. It's a way of traveling different personalities and different energies of other people, because everybody is unique. Everybody's their own person. So your ability to travel, to approach that person allows you to have a beautiful, beyond beautiful experience right there and right now. So look, I love you guys. Check this whole video out. But if you guys want to skip to the energetic breakdown, description's below. I love your guys' time, but I know this video will change your life for the better. Peace out. So Jalen, you basically just told me what you wanted to improve in. And the biggest thing that you want to be able to work on is how to be able to say no to people, and also to be able to increase your social skills rapidly. And what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna recommend a few books for you to be able to read, to be able to develop in those areas as quickly as possible. And then what I want you to do is I want you to be able to take notes in those books that I gave you, and then we're gonna implement that immediately when we go up to all these different people. And then that way you can engage with everybody. There's a sense of fulfillment, there's a sense of happiness when you're in a social environment, and then boom, that will create a flow, that will create a level of fulfillment that's inside of you. Because what's happening is that when you're communicating with people, when you're having conversations with people, you're giving value. When you're selfless, when you're serving, when you share to other people, that is what allows you to boost your level of positivity on a way higher level. So we're gonna work on all those areas, but the major thing that you told me is how to say no to people. So I'm gonna recommend some books right now, and let's change it up.
Yay!
So Jalen, you're gonna be reading all these books, and you're gonna be skimming through all these different books, and I want you to try to take every single golden nugget that you receive from every single book.
Okay.
And you're gonna be placing all the notes that you received from every book on this page, and on this page we're going to be implementing it outside in the real world. So that way it's not just knowledge, it's knowledge being implemented, practiced, and executed. This is the number one mistake that everybody goes through when reading self-help. They just get the knowledge, they get the ideas, but they never take action on it. And that's the thing that holds back so many people in their lives. Okay, so you ready, Jalen? You're reading through?
Yep.
Okay, tell me what books you're reading. You're reading Tony Robbins, right?
Yep.
Okay. And then I'm gonna give an introduction for every book as to why I chose it.
Okay.
So Now or Never is by Alexi Panos and Preston Smiles. So Preston Smiles actually was here at the Grove about like 4 years ago, and he created like this huge love mob. He created a huge group of people just wanting to create love with each other. It was insane. Alexi Panos is his girlfriend, no, is his wife right now, and this girl is just so on point. This girl is able to talk in a form of self-development. She's super influential, and it's like sometimes it's to see two influential healers together and very attractive people that aren't like so like kind of out of culture. Like these like it's insane. So these two people are amazing. This dude's all about the love mob. Alexi Panos went to Africa one time, and she's just helping people on a constant. Like these people are the epitome of just coaches of wanting to help people on a constant. Like they have a YouTube channel, Alexi Panos Preston Smiles. They have a YouTube channel that you should totally check out. Tony Robbins is the number one dude in self-development right now. He's the leading guy. He'll have stages of 10,000 people where he's just speaking across like everybody, and this guy is all about fulfilling your 6 human needs. And in those 6 human needs, it's growth, contribution, variety, certainty, significance, and there was another one, something about spiritual. I don't remember. But this guy is the epitome of being able to coach high-level influencers and being able to get them on a very maximum level. And the fact that it's just he's the embodiment of yang, like just taking action on a constant basis. Eckhart Tolle is the power of now, and what he's about is about getting present to the moment, getting into the now, meditating, breathing, relaxing, not being in your head, not being in your mind, not letting anxieties restrict you as a person, not letting the worries restrict you. And he completely debunks what the now is about. Okay? 5 love languages. Now this looks like an intimate relationship book. This also applies in regular relationships, maybe relationships with your parents. We have 5 love languages. One language is the ability to, what's that? Some people love words of appreciation, but other people their love language is acts of service. So for you in your head, I'm appreciating them, but why aren't they appreciating me back? And it just makes no sense. I'm saying that they're amazing, they have a beautiful day, and there's no appreciation back. But the other person, their form of love language is acts of service. So their way of you giving love to them is you doing services for them. Maybe you wash their car for them, or maybe you clean the house for them. So if you look at your parents, maybe your parents' love language is acts of service, and maybe it's not words. So you being able to detect the love language within every person is your ability to recognize what they're going to appreciate. Maybe their love language is investment of time. So you want a person that wants to invest time into you. You know what I mean? So time, words of affirmation, acts of services, and it just goes way more in depth with that. Okay. How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is the biggest book on, this is the number one leading book on winning friends and influence people. And the number one thing that you'll get from this book is to not criticize people. Because what's happening is that we think in the form of criticism that it's actually going to help them as a person, but it only helps a person that is ready for that.
and it talks about a lot of small details that could potentially sabotage you, and it's just massive amounts of wisdom in terms of being social. And it talks about the potential failures. It talks about remembering people's names. Like, it talks about a lot of areas that I'm actually very weak at. So that's why I choose these books, because they're highlighting a lot of weaknesses that I don't possess. Now this one is about celibacy, the weight. So what the weight is about is being able to wait before you get into a committed monogamous relationship. Now, a lot of our culture wants sexuality on a high scale, and it's not to condemn sexuality whatsoever. It's not to be like, you shouldn't do this. I'm shaming you because you're having a sexual thing. But what's happening is that even though people are becoming more promiscuous, and that's a beautiful thing or whatever, they're recognizing that there's suffering that's entailed with it. And they're recognizing that there's a lot of divorces. They're recognizing there's not a longevity with relationships. They're recognizing that sexuality basically prevents your ability to gauge and observe other people. And they're recognizing sexuality creates a lot of objectification that's going on, that your only value in society is how you look as a person. And that creates this unnecessary pressure and this dis-ease in our bodies that just don't allow us to really create a connection. Because sometimes a person will go up to you and there's a feeling like they have a particular agenda, like they want something from you, like they need something from you. And this allows you to clear it up. So when you're giving value, it's like, I don't really need anything from you. I'm able to wait. I'm able to put it off. This is my temple. This is my body. And I'm able to do it I'm able to give myself to the right person at the right time that allows me to be at peace and to not allow me to go through the heartbreak of suffering and separation and all that stuff. So this is a very healing book in terms of intimate relationships. Okay, so cool. Ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So I was reading these books while I was skimming through them, and I was writing down notes for each of them. And for each, I did about like 5 bullet points. It just kind of came naturally. Some of them I couldn't do 5 for, and some made me think a little harder than others. But I wrote down notes about each of the books, and basically in each of them, I circled one thing that really stuck with me and that I want to practice right after this video. So from the weight, being selective is what makes you more desirable. From, which book was it? It was this one. How to Win Friends and Influence People. I said, talk about your own mistakes before you criticize another person. Now or never. I did, failure is just information. And from 5 love languages, I did, if you're gift giving, change your attitude about money and love that unlovingly. And time of power now, I picked, all of your problems are illusions of the mind. And yeah, I'm gonna practice those right after this book. Gift giving. So if you're gift giving, change your attitude about money.
Change your attitude about money. Gift giving, change your attitude about money. If you're gift giving, change your attitude about money.
If like that's the only way that lets you know how to like.
Oh, got it. Okay. See, when I hear money, I'm like, wait, not an expert. Okay, give me a. Okay, so yeah, I think you already know.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
you can give a gift in terms of either money or a teddy bear, a film that you made for them, a project that you made for them. Actually, this is a form of gift giving when you're giving your time to me as a person, and when you're giving me your positivity, you're giving your willingness to just engage. That's a massive gift for me as a person. Like for me to be around that kind of energy, that's a gift for me. And that gift allowed me to feel loved, and that gives me the more of a capacity to give back towards you. And it creates a cycle of engagement, a cycle of positivity, gratitude, loving energy of just wanting the best for the both of us. So, bang, that's gift giving right there. So you didn't have to give me money, like you didn't pay for this, but you gave me your engagement, your ability, your willingness, your acceptance to take action. Your spontaneity to just receive the moment for how it is. That's the gift that you gave me. You didn't have to pay money for it, but that's the gift that you gave me. And I felt so engaged by that. I felt so loved by that. And I wanted to give back. Now, I'm not saying like it's more like spiritual love. You get what I mean? It's just like, oh my gosh, my heart expanded, and then boom, like that. So that's the kind of love that I'm talking about. There's a lot of different connotations that we hear when we hear the word love, and this is the love that I'm talking about. So I respect that massively. Okay, so let's say what's the next one?
Love the unlovingly.
Love the unlovingly. So I'm pretty sure you know about this, but this kind of goes in the topic of unconditional love for people. There's a lot of unloving aspects that we have in society right now, and there's a lot of unloving aspects that are within me, that are within you, that are within everybody, right? And your ability to forgive, your ability to be unconditionally loving towards people is your ability actually to be non-selective in how you give your love towards people, but it's a balance. It's the yin and yang. So we're gonna get to the next quote, but your ability to just unconditionally share to people regardless of who they are. Like, for example, it's a homeless person, or for example, this person has been through a trauma. For example, this person said fuck you to the other day, and your ability to just stay in a place of kindness, not to engage with them for years upon years, for months, but to give them maybe a moment of your time, not too much of it, but a moment of your time. I'm gonna share a little bit of kindness towards you. Maybe you need it, and then I'm gonna disengage. I'm gonna go about my own day. So that's what that means to me, and hopefully that's the core lesson that you'll get out of it. Okay, so next one.
All problems are an illusion of the mind.
Okay, actually, let's go back to the love thing. Did you resonate with what I was talking about, or did it mean something else to you? What did it mean? What did it mean to you? That's what matters.
What did it mean to me?
Yeah.
But in this section of what I've chosen, both of them, or just
love the unlovingly.
Love the unlovingly?
Yeah.
I think I grasp a lot of like loving unconditionally. So I think that is true. Like sometimes I do give like periodically, like it'll be someone that I once cared for, but even though I don't care for them now, I still want to give. Or even if it's like close to me, my family, I want to give. Even if it's people far away from me, I want to give. Like, yeah, I definitely, that took to me, like loving unconditionally, because there's times you give to people who probably won't even give you the time of day, or even if it goes to like giving someone your energy when they're walking past you and they're like, and they're not even responding back to you, but you still gave your energy. So I think both of them just kind of came together, because it's like you can give without giving money too. So that's something that's like a little different for me too.
Now, Oh, did you just talk about the gift thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
it went together,
It went
actually.
together. Okay, cool. Now, so the next one is, what is that? So say it.
All problems are illusions of the mind.
What does that mean to you?
That's true. It's just like everything that you think is wrong, it's just an illusion. It can just be a different way of doing something.
The reason that quote makes sense is because what happens is that all we have is this moment right here and right now. Everything that's in the past, everything that's in the future, those entails like, oh, there's a problem in the future, oh, there's a problem in the past, and it's like all these mind things are what it's doing. It's creating suffering inside of your head. It's like, oh, when I keep thinking about this situation, you keep relapsing the same thoughts every single day, and it's like you're fixating on that past, and that's going to create suffering. So all thoughts that are created from the mind are an illusion. Everything that you're insecure about in the future, like, yes, if you need to get, yes, there is a part of you that needs to handle the problem, that needs to handle what it's about. But the moment that the future is creating stress and creating deep progression is the moment when you're not in a peaceful state. So this is all about peace. It's like he what he's doing, he's making you recognize this potential thing is creating suffering that's inside of you. So make sure it doesn't create suffering inside of you. Now, there's nuances to it, again, where it's like, oh, you kind of need to solve a problem in the future. Like, for example, like a money deal. Like, you need to negotiate. I need $200 in the next 30 days. And you need to negotiate that verbally. And you need to tell them, like, this is what I need. This is what I have to share to you. And if you can't tell them what you need in the potential future, that actually sabotages you, because you're not able to be assertive and express what you need in this event. And it's going to cause some sabotage, right? So that is what that quote could potentially mean. What do you think it means to you?
Wow. You just explained it so great. So now I'm like, for me, all problems are illusions of the mind. What it means to me, it's like something that I think it's wrong could be right. You know, instead of just saying, well, I like to go left, but she's going right, doesn't mean that her way of going right is wrong. It's just maybe she wants to go around the block a few times, but maybe I just want to go straight there.
Gotcha.
So that's something about what it means to me.
Acceptance of whatever happens, and that's what you just said, like to be accepting no matter what situation entails. That's a healing energy to be in. The moment when you're non-accepting is the moment when you probably recognize, oh, I'm suffering, I'm a little angry at them, I'm a little pissy. You're kind of like, why aren't you going my way, my way, my way? And it's very egoic based, right? So that is why acceptance of whatever happens is super healing for a lot of people, and that's why people say it to themselves and they express it to other people. All right, next book.
This one is failure is just information.
Okay, what does that mean to you?
Pick yourself up and try again. It's just like a stepping stone in life. That one I really, really like, because I feel as if like people expect things to happen like right away. And even though I do believe that the right time is right now, that right now you may fail, but you learn from it. You know, every time, like for me, like starting a business, every time I've tried to, or every time things that I wanted to do, or even different like jobs that I wanted, different career outlets that I wanted to expand from, they might not have worked, but I would have never known if I didn't try. So it's just like information that I gained. So every time that I failed at something, it was never really a loss. It was a gain of information.
Exactly. And the biggest, yeah, you're right. Every failure is just information, and that is the most it goes back to acceptance. It goes back to accepting whatever happens to you, I'm gonna gain from it, right? And remember where you were saying about, oh, just accept when she's going on this path, right? So all those things, go for it, read it. Read it. And recognize there's the same correlating pattern of acceptance. Okay, I'm gonna accept whatever, I'm gonna accept failures. I'm gonna accept when my friend does this, when when I think they're wrong and I'm kind of right. I'm gonna accept this, I'm gonna accept this. That's an energy that is healing, that allows you to continue going forward regardless of what the world is giving you, because the world is unpredictable. You never know what's gonna happen. You can discern it, you can use the information to be able to do it better, but even then, you can still do it wrong, right? So for example, we had a person come up to me and I said, have a beautiful day. Now, I could look at that like, oh, I can look at as an emotional failure, where it's like, okay, when a person responds, there's two ways of going about it. Number one, emotionally. Now this is super social. This is very acute. Might be, you got this. Now, when someone doesn't respond to you, what happens? There's an emotional response inside of your body. There's a feeling of like, oh my gosh, like you're almost taken a bit off guard, because acceptance, approval from other people allows us to kind of feel at ease, but unacceptance from other people is like, it makes us emotionally unregarded, and you have to be able to, your ability to be social is you have to be able to heal that as fast as you can, especially when making a mistake. So, okay, boom, she didn't really engage with me, oh my gosh, all right, emotions, heal those emotions as fast as I can in order for me to continue engaging with people. Now, the second thing that I could have done to make it a better situation is I could have had a little bit more eye contact with that person before engaging. And the third thing that I could have done is actually speak louder, say it a little louder, and then say it loud to the point where it's like she gets it, and then boom, that could have created more of an engagement. Or I could have kind of gotten up out of my seat and kind of been more in her forefront, in her her eyes, so she knows that I'm there. And then boom, I can add an energy towards there when she's showing signs of slight engagement. It doesn't have to be big signs, but just like a little bit of eye contact, and then that's a good enough sign for you to engage. Or sometimes people have peripheral vision, so if you're kind of in the same vicinity as to where that person is for at least like a minute or so, it's just kind of awkward not to say hello sometimes. It's like, hello. So there's many different ways of continuing the many different ways that I could have engaged with that person in a way that actually created a response. But in that case, it didn't happen, and sometimes the emotions get downward inside of your body, so you have to heal it up. So did that make sense?
Yeah, it did.
Okay. So failure is information.
Okay. And son, talk about your own mistakes before criticizing another person.
What does that mean to you?
It's before you judge someone's like, oh, I don't like their shoes. Well, what type of shoes do you have on? Or criticize yourself before another person. Just think about what makes you you and what makes them. Just because it's them doesn't mean you have to be that way. Think about, basically, you see someone, sometimes some people can look at someone and just completely see their flaws before they even look at who they are inside. Now, okay, you don't like her earrings. Well, what's wrong with your earrings? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just keep worry about you, basically, before you can ever give your opinion about someone else.
Exactly. And I've been practicing that on a constant basis every single day, because there's a lot of aspects that I see within people that I'm like, oh, they can kind of improve in that area, they can kind of improve in that area, they can kind of improve in that area. But to be honest, it's not about even judging other people in the first place. You're gonna get more value and more control if you look at every area in your life that you need to work on, instead of looking at their life. Because the moment you're like, you know, you need to work on this, and they're not receptive to it, you're gonna try to keep pushing it on them, and it's just like, it's like it feels forced. It's hard. You can't. They're not improving. It makes no sense. So even though you have a good intention to help them, they're still not improving as a person. Why? It makes no sense. Why aren't they improving? But the moment when you put all that energy into trying to help them back into yourself, the amount of growth that is in you as a person is insane. And that's something that I've been personally practicing every day, because I can look at my parents all day long and I can be like, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this, you're doing this, and that's preventing you from being like this. But I tried that route, and I tried that route for at least a good year when I was 16, and no improvements happened, ever. But then I put all that energy into them and I put it back into myself, and the amount of improvement that I had increased, and I never commented on what my parents were saying ever. And because I was improving so much, not all the time, but occasionally they'll see that and they'll actually adopt the behaviors themselves. So like, let's say I was eating just fruits and vegetables all day long, and just fresh fruits and vegetables, none of it's cooked. I've been eating that all day long. And now, since I'm doing that at a higher degree because I'm constantly evaluating what my flaws are, they see the light of that, they see the amazing of that, and then from there they can actually change. Then from there they can actually help themselves. So that's the power of that thing. Amazing, beyond amazing.
Okay, so last but not least, being selective makes you more desirable.
Yes. What does that mean to you?
Just not giving your all to someone or anything all at once. Building suspense, like, how do I say that? Do you know how, like, it's even with, like, personal relationships, regular friendships, it's like, to me, I don't like, for example, on a friendship level, I don't like someone who's friends with everyone. And not saying, like, you only have to be my friend. But like on like a more of like a best friend level, you can't really be best friends with someone who's best friends to everyone, because your personal secrets cannot will never like stay. You get what I'm saying? And being selective makes you more desirable, just a lot. Just like even in relationships, you don't have to give it up to everyone. You don't have to be that girl that just throws it everywhere. Being you and staying you makes you more desirable, because there's a million of them, but there's only one of you.
Now, tell me about the friend thing. So you would rather have a friend that's not friends with everybody, and then you would only want a friend that's just friends with you, so you know that. So
No.
Explain.
Like, for example, like having a friend. You ever had a friend that just is best friends with literally everyone?
Oh, okay. Choosing best friends with everybody.
Not like on some like creepy, like you can only be my friend and you like don't. It's like having a friend that's like there are gonna be people in life that you just naturally don't bond with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you
get what I'm saying? There are people in life that you naturally don't bond with. Like me, I can never like I can't say like I hate this person, like I don't like this person. Like to me, it's just like our personalities just don't mix, and maybe we're not meant to be around each other all the time. But if you're friends with someone, and there's nothing wrong with it, someone who just wants to be around everyone all the time, because even though I can't like sometimes connect with a lot of people, I can still be in the room like, hi, how are you? But I'm like, oh, hi, how are you? But no, I don't want to hang. You know, those type of situations, like I don't have to invite them to everything that I want to do, but there are certain amounts. So if you're friends with someone who just has to be friends, who just feel like they have to fit in, it's just like, be selective. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you'll attract what you give out. It's like, okay, if you're more selective, like when you have a conversation with people, you'd be like, well, listen, like, I don't really like her. Oh, let me change that. It's not even that. It's just like, well, these are my values that I hold when it comes to picking friends. And then you may meet someone and be like, well, those are my same values. You'd be like, wow. Opposed to someone who's like, well, I can be friends with them. Like saying like, not so, I only want friends, they don't only have to be in college. I want friends who want to do something with themselves. I want friends who want to be something. I want friends that want to go places. I want friends that dream more of than what's just in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll have people opposed to, like, say, maybe for me it's like some of my friends back home, they only dream of just living in that same town, maybe getting a new car and just having a regular job. Opposed to when I moved across the country where there's people, okay, even if I'm not in school, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to travel here, I want to do this, I want to see the world, I want to go to China and back, I want to live in 2 different places, I want to do it all. So I think that's what that means, of being selective. Being more selective makes you more desirable. Like, knowing your worth makes other people realize it too.
Got you. I'm gonna, you got it.
No.
You got it. I'm gonna, should I reconfirm what you just said? In our situation, what's gonna happen is that what you want to be able to do is it says loving everybody, right? Okay, so something about loving and,
Loving the unlovely.
yeah, loving the unlovely. That's gift giving. So what you're gonna be doing is that, did you, now in terms of like saying no to people, did you get that resolved, or do we gotta still work on that, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So based on these quotes, this is what we're gonna do. So giving the gift is sharing kindness. So how do you share kindness to people? Have a beautiful day, have a lovely day, how are you? Get to know them. That's a gift that you can give them. You're giving your time, right? Now, loving the unlovable, that allows you to go up to everybody. Does not matter who it is. You're non-selective in terms of going up to people, and you just go up to, well, be a little bit selective, find people that are like a little bit receptive towards you and engaged a little bit, and then you just go up to those people, okay? Now, the mind is an illusion. What's gonna happen is that in the process of going up to people, there might be a lot of anxieties, there might be a lot of worries, there might be a lot of problems that you're gonna project in the future, and that will block you from being able to go up to a person. Okay, so being selective makes you more desirable. Now, in the process of going up to people, you're gonna going up to everybody, but naturally you'll find people that you can see if their values are your values, and you already know that. So you're able to selectively engage and all that stuff. So you already know this stuff. Okay, and then talk about your mistakes before criticizing others. So a lot of people, as you're in the form of being selective, sometimes there's a process of judgment as well. So it's kind of a balance. Number one, you want to be selective. Also, you want to be non-judgmental as you're speaking to them. So that way, so you're not commenting about them, you're kind of being like, you can share aspects about yourself. So we're gonna use all these 5 principles that you just learned. This is kind of a lot to be able to be in, but we kind of went over it for a long time. We're gonna use all these 5 principles to be able to go up to people. Now, I'm gonna just repeat it one more time. So, gift giving is sharing kindness. Loving the unlovable, basically going up to everybody. And in the process of going up to people, you're gonna find people that you naturally connect with and that you can actually engage with. Being more selective, it allows you to actually take the time to understand the person. It allows you to be compassionate. It allows you to see, okay, what this person is actually about, and how can I support gift giving, how can I support them, and seeing if this is a person that I can actually bring into my life. If not, cool, doesn't matter, but you're still going up to everybody because you're loving the unlovable. You're giving a gift even though you wouldn't allow them to be in your life for a long term. And then over time, they may tell aspects about themselves that you're just like maybe a little bit judgmental about, and then you just like let go of that judgment, and you just kind of look at yourself. Every mistake, every aspect about themselves that you notice within them, put that same lens back into yourself. Now, again, based on everything that you said, you know this. You already intuitively know this. Now we're gonna take it into action.
Okay.
Cool. Boom, boom. And then we're gonna go on the other thing is saying no. So we're gonna integrate all these concepts that you just have on these notes. And how are we gonna integrate that with saying no? You're gonna ask people, how do you say no to people? You're gonna ask them their experiences on how to say no. So, positivity, how do you say no? So that's the gift giving, all that stuff. And then loving the unlovable, you go up to everybody. Number 3 is not criticizing about what they have to say about saying no. You ask them the question and they allow them to share about aspects of their experiences of saying no. And you're going to use all these principles to ask people the question, how do you say no to people? So the first one that we're going to focus on, I don't know if you can memorize all this. If you want to write, yeah. Let's write it down on one little piece of paper, so you have it on one piece of paper on what you need to go through when going up to people. We're gonna write it really small. So loving the unlovable. Criticize yourself, not others. Being selective makes you more desirable.
I have one more, right? Failure is just information?
Yeah, failure is just information. And when you get rejected, it's just information. Yeah. The mind is an illusion. Okay. And then on this, we're gonna put asking people how to say no to others. Okay. So we're gonna do a quick breathing exercise before we do this. You need to get the text?
No, it's okay.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to focus on your inner body. Find any areas where there's tensions, anxieties, worries, boredom, feelings that are just undesirable feelings. And I want you to imagine you're putting all those undesirable feelings inside of a box right by your stomach. So imagine your nose is at your stomach and you're putting all those undesirable feelings in your stomach, in that box. That are in your stomach, in that box. Now, I want you to imagine putting that box inside of an elevator. And I want you to breathe up for about 6 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And as you're breathing, imagine the elevator is going up. 1, 2, 3. And you hold it for 3. And imagine the elevator exploding where your mouth is.
Wait, should I ask him though? Is it okay? Because aren't you filming and stuff?
Yeah, so ask them before, are you okay with filming? And then give me the thumbs up if they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which way do you want to go?
Let's go right.
Okay. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay. So should we?
The universe usually, not all the time, usually always makes the first person the most easiest to talk to. Especially when you're first starting out and you finally make a high vibration decision, because what's high vibration energy? Courage! 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 Right? That's what high vibration energy is. So, when you make a high vibrational energetic decision of courage, the universe is gonna provide to you. It's gonna provide a very easy person to communicate to talk to make you freaking realize that the universe is there to support you. It's there, homie. It's ready to support you. It's ready to bring you up. It's ready to make you realize that you're on the right track, you're on the right journey, and it wants to basically give you the treat little first to make you realize, yo, this is a pretty hard ass journey that you're gonna go through, but we're gonna give you a really kind and nice person so you feel good about yourself, so when you continue your journey, you're gonna still continue to feel great. That's what approaching is about. That's what communication is about, okay? And then you guys are gonna have to go through your trials and tribulations. So right after the amazing, easy start conversation that you have with the person, especially when you're first starting out, okay, cool, you got a really kind person. Now the next person you have to go to, like, oh, they're nice. Oh, they're nice. Okay. So that's the thing, okay? And that's what the universe wants to give you. It wants to give you challenges, all right? And those rejections, those responses that you don't necessarily want, all right? Those responses that make you feel a particular type of way, those are necessary challenges in order for you to clean your energy body so you can get into a potential state of energetic freedom. Hashtag Glenn Ackerman teaches about energetic freedom, so check that out. So, what did I say? The universe will help you the first time, especially when first starting out. But then right after that, you're in a world of challenges where the universe is going to provide you challenges to help you grow, to help you cleanse, to help you heal. Okay? So, love it for what it is, and recognize we have a beautiful, beyond beautiful universe that's constantly helping us. And allow that to get in your head and to make you realize that there's an energetic world going on in our society right now. If you're awake, if your eyes are open, if your third eye is open, if every single freaking eye inside of your face is open, you can see it.
We go this way or?
That way.
Okay. But how do I know which people to go up to?
I usually go up to everybody, but like those people that are just standing over there, that would be perfect.
Oh,
Right.
no, I want to keep going.
Have a beautiful day today, you guys.
There's advanced
Yeah, I
stuff.
think I taught you a little bit too advanced. Like, especially when starting out, you want to go up to everybody.
Oh,
Now I know exactly where you're at with this. You have to go up to everybody, regardless of what they think or their body language.
I don't know. But I don't know now.
So, in this situation, Jalen's thinking. She's thinking. She's like, I don't know. But I don't know. you know, maybe if there wasn't a camera, but so what is that, you guys? That is a vibration, that is low vibration energy that you don't want when you're going up to people. Going up to people is a place of unconditional love. What is that? It means you go regardless of the situation. You go regardless of the situation. Do not judge the particular situation that you're in. Do not judge the conditions of the situation that you're in, and you want to just go. You go up to people, and you can have your mind constantly think, but this is a good idea, but so what's happening here? The word but. What does the word but mean? And I credit this to Glenn because he's hammered in my head like super hard. Check out level 7 if you want to learn about the buts. But I'm going to just give you a little gist of what it is. But, what is but? I know, but. That's two energies that are going in different directions. That's what's happening. So what's happening is that as she's going up to people, there's a tug of war between two different energies. I know, which means basically I should just accept it, surrender, and just go up to people. That's a high vibration energy that wants to allow her to continue going. And then there's a low vibration energy that's like, but, and it's basically she's in this tug of war between two emotions. And this tug of war between two emotions is gonna make it super duper hard to go up to people. It's gonna make it really hard. And it's gonna make it hard for me too, because if you're in this tug of war, I have to be like, because as an instructor, as a teacher, as a person that's guiding her, you never want to force someone to do something that they don't want to do. But you got to recognize, there's two energies going on here, and if you don't let go of one energy, that energy is just gonna freaking create a battle inside of you. So basically you're kind of in two decisions. You kind of go on this side where it's like, I can breathe, but now I kind of regret not going up to people, right? Which is cool, right? There's no such thing as regret. Now I'm not going up to people. Okay, cool. Now you can breathe. You don't have to go through the pressures and stuff, so you can let go. And that's the feeling that you get, because once you let the other energy dictate you, now you're like, I can breathe, right? Or you can let go of this energy and continue the growth process in a place of ease and grace and fun and enjoyment. Seriously, that's what you're missing out. But right now you're in a tug of war. So you gotta let go of one.
Because how to say no to others. But why disrupt someone? That's like on the phone.
It is disruptive.
Hello? 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 Why you disrupt me? What the heck? No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, look, you're gonna disrupt people. That's the thing. Accept it. There's gonna be people that you're gonna disrupt, but that's a vibration that they're in, right? Not to judge them, but it's like, if they're kind of like, I don't know, ask yourself, what are you like when you're like, and then you make sure you clean that within yourself. So before judging another person, judge yourself, look at yourself, examine yourself if you have those traits as well. And that's a beautiful thing to look at. Anyways, beautiful human being, a person's on a phone. What do? There's multiple ways. Maybe you have eye contact with them and smile. Or maybe a little quick high five. Or maybe a quick little hello, and allow them to go about their day. Now, when you say hello and for some reason they want to end the phone call and want to speak to you, wow, what a situation that is. And then you win $1 million. Wow, what a situation that is, just because You thought you were disrupting them on their phone, but they needed a particular person to come into their lives, and you're like, whoa, what was like, huh? So look, we live in a world of infinite possibilities. And the moment when you think there's limitation is the moment when that's a vibration that you don't want to deal with. We live in a world of infinite possibilities. And to expand on that, let's see. Limitation is low vibration energy. That it's very stuck on the third dimension of reality. Because if you look at it from a practical standpoint, we are limited. I can't go from right here to freaking Africa in 1 second. I can't do that. But what I can do is I can visualize it and allow my energy to move in that direction over time. But that's what I can do. So I can visualize a world of infinite possibilities, and then in the world of practicalities, it will slowly move in that direction. So in the practical world, there's a limitation, but in the energetic world, there's no limitation. You can visualize anything, you can think of any possibilities possible. And to be honest, if we live in a world of infinite possibilities, you can visualize a way where you can still engage with that person without disrupting that person, which is a quick, like without hammering on them and taking their time away from their phone, which is a quick glance, which is a quick hello, and that's how you do it, okay? So there's one way on how to engage with the person without, quote unquote, disrupting them, all right? I get it. Disrupting people is not a cool thing, but a quick hello and a quick smile and a quick glance does not hurt anybody. So try it out. Maybe they're not willing to be on camera. Maybe they're not willing to answer a question. That's okay. But everyone has a willingness threshold, and it's cool to engage with whatever people are willing to give in that particular situation, in that social situation. And whatever they're willing to give is basically what you're willing to give, because when they give to you, you give back. It's a mutual thing. High vibration energy attracts more high vibration energy. When they give, you give. And it's just a frequency that continues to flow and flow and flow. And some people want to keep flowing until the ethereal universe, and people want to just kind of dwindle away. And it's okay. Okay? Peace, love, happiness. Peace out, you guys. It is disruptive, but when first practicing it, then you got it, because what happens is that the bigger failure is not being able to go up to people. That's the bigger failure. When you know how to go, because I've already done my thousands of people that I went up to, and then I can add the little cherry on top by like, all right, make sure everything's appropriate, and make sure this is appropriate. But right now, it's like you just gotta go.
Okay.
You have intention, so it's a little bit different.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure, what's up?
Okay, how do you say no to people?
Wait, you need to ask for permission for the
Oh, is it okay if we record you?
Yeah.
We're just saying, okay, how do you say no to people?
How do I say no to people?
Yeah.
Like in general?
Yeah.
I apologize and then I say, sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, okay. Wow. Thank you.
it?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just working on how to say no to people. He's like a life coach.
Oh,
So thank you so much.
Baby boo, I see you, I love you, I love you, you. Anyways, okay. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Guess who? Anyways, okay, so we're gonna be talking about willingness. Willingness. All right, if you guys don't know what willingness is, check out the book David R. Hawkins and just freaking be like, willingness. Like, look for the word willingness. And also check out Glenn as well. He also talks about willingness as well. So people have a willingness threshold. What does that mean? Again, people have a willingness threshold. People have a willingness spectrum, or whatever you want to call it, all right? So what does that mean? Some people are not willing to talk to you. Okie dokie, all right? And some people, like, they're willing to, like, okay? Like, some people are just not willing to talk to you. Just accept that. Some people are willing to talk to you if you speak a little bit louder. Some people are willing to talk to you if you speak a little bit louder and you had eye contact with them. Okay, you know what I mean? Some people are willing to actually have a conversation with you, right? And some people are not willing to be on camera, okay? But some people are willing to have a conversation with you. But some people are not willing to be on camera. But does that mean if they're not willing to be on camera, does that mean they're not willing to have a conversation? Again, if they're not willing to be on camera, does that mean they're not willing to also have a conversation? No! They may be willing to have a conversation. They may be willing to answer a few questions. They may be willing to share their life story. They may not. Who knows? Doesn't matter. People are a gauge. People are a spectrum of willingness. Okay? And like you could be the highest, most vibration guy in the world, but there's gonna be things that you're not willing to do. For example, there was a time where I was like, Glenn, Glenn, so can you tell me about like the theory of Darwinism theory and how that relates to energetic awareness? And then Glenn's like on his computer and like completely ignores me. Okay, so now I'm exaggerating a little bit. It wasn't really like that, but in that particular situation, he wasn't necessarily willing to share. He wasn't willing to give me a few ideas on how to go about it and where to go with it. Does that mean he's like, I should judge him for it? Like, oh, he's a low vibration energy guy. He wasn't willing to answer my question. No, some people are just not willing, right? And you just got to accept it for what it is. Do not judge, because what is judgment? Low vibration energy. So anyways, people have a willingness threshold. And just because, and also, this is a good sign. If they're willing to do this, they also might be willing to do that. Think about it. If they're willing to answer a question with, answer 2 questions with you, they may be willing to spend 5 minutes with you. And if they're willing to spend 5 minutes with you, they may be willing to spend an hour with you. And if they may be willing to spend an hour with you, they may be willing to see you again. You know what I mean? Think of it like that. Now it's more like a maybe, like they maybe might be willing, okay? And that's why you constantly have to gauge it, because the moment where when you try to force the interaction, like what you want to do, it's kind of like this. This is how an interaction is like. It's like a lawnmower, right? Killing grass, bad killing. I'm just kidding. But anyways, there's like a lawnmower. A lawnmower, you do this, and you do this, and you do this. And then finally the lawnmower goes, okay? So that's what an approach is like. You do all the work, and then the lawnmower goes, and as the lawnmower goes, it just kind of free flows, right? And you basically let it go, and you let the lawnmower do its thing, and you just wait till the lawnmower stops. Now there's moments where you can add a little bit oomph if you want the lawnmower to keep going, but you don't want to pressure that lawnmower to just like go all the time. You want it to be like doot, and then it free flows for a while. You have the conversation for a while, and then if it's like not going anywhere, you have the option to let it go, let the lawnmower just go about its way, surrender, let the lawnmower do its thing, put the lawnmower back where it was. Or you can a little bit more, but not as much as you did before, okay? So that's what people are like. People have a willingness threshold, and you can kind of very subtly, it's like small, it's like a little tap to see if they want to continue where the conversation is going, but basically you want to surrender. You want to surrender to what the conversation is. You want to accept it for what it is. You want to allow it to be and allow the conversation to unfold as to what it is, because that's what high vibration energy does. It unfolds. It unfolds right in front of you. It gives you things that you just didn't expect, right? You don't need to keep jabbing what you have to say. You don't need to keep forcing down the other person's throat what you have to say because this is the only important situation for you to have a conversation. You don't need to do that. It's like you just share. You kind of see where they're at. Let go. Share. Let go. Let go. Let go. Should I share? I don't know. Share? Oh, share. Let go. Let go. Let go. So that's what you want it to be like. All right? Share. Let go. Surrender. Give up. Blah, blah, blah. And I don't mean giving up as in like just freaking giving up. I mean in an energetic standpoint. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, energy awareness training, David R. Hawkins, so many energetic resources. Go to freaking Barnes and Nobles and go to the spirituality section and just read every book there. Wow. Knowledge.
Oh, that was kind of easy.
See? And now you can do it to anybody. That's called a warm up. Warm it up. The more people you talk to, the more you warmed up, the more little techniques that you can add on to it. But especially at the start, you don't want to add techniques, you just want to go.
Okay. Ask people.
But for me, I need to add techniques. That's for me. But for you, you gotta go.
Okay. Do you think I should or no? Can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Are you okay with being recorded? It's for exercise.
For what?
I just want to ask you, how do you say no to others?
Are you kidding?
I'm working on how to say no to people instead of like giving. So do you have like, which way do you say no?
Oh, I gave it the office.
You just say,
Are you okay with the camera?
That's cool.
okay.
Hey, you want to get closer? Because she's actually mic'd up as well.
Oh, okay. So how to say no to others? Just,
Either depends on who they are. I lie to them if I feel comfortable enough, and if I don't, I just tell the truth.
thank
Say
you.
no.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
My dad used to say, no thank you, I just had my pants pressed.
Thank you so
For
much.
whatever it was.
Thank you so much.
Okay, take care, you guys.
Thank you.
You have consent, right?
Okay.
When you go up to people and you ask people, how do you say no, right? That's one way of asking them, right? And there's another way. Maybe you can share a story about your particular no situation if you're also willing to express that about yourself, okay? So you can raise your vibration a bit up and just be like, you know, I've been in this specific particular situation. How have you dealt with that? Or maybe you can ask them, okay, that's how they've dealt with it. Now ask them, has there been a specific situation or a story that you've been through where you said no and all that stuff? And you can keep kind of testing the waters for where they're willing. If it's not gonna happen, it's cool. You don't have to force it. But it's always great to test it because most of us don't continue going forward. People just kind of like, I think I did enough. Okay, I'm done. But you just keep testing it, keep pushing the comfort zone a little bit. If it's too much, okay, back off, let it go, surrender, let it be free, okay? But there's always room to expand the conversation. Maybe ask them a deeper question. After expressing about them saying no, then you can relate to them about a particular situation that you went through. And it's like all these things, it's just like a beautiful manifestation of a conversation just kind of conjoining together because you guys are so relatable. And it's like, I relate with you on this. I relate with you on this. I have a question about this. Oh my God, I relate with. That's a conversation, okay? So, beautiful people, always try to continue expanding. Don't be that person that's like, what's your thoughts on this? Okay, I'm done, we go. Like, choose to expand it. Choose to be in high vibration energy. When you eject too early, you just make it harder on yourself. We want experiences of deep connection, but if you keep getting small little experiences, it feels like you didn't make any progress. Okay? Big hug to you for that. Love yourself. Love who you are. I love you.
Question? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, it depends.
How do you say no to others?
I don't know what it means.
Like, say you don't know what no means?
Yeah.
Like, just say like, how do you just say no?
Yeah,
Just no?
just no.
Did you ask for consent?
Oh, is it okay if you record right quick?
No.
Okay. Thanks.
No, don't.
Yeah, it's cool.
I won! Okay, let's go to the next person. I won again! Let's go to the next person. I didn't win. I didn't win. I didn't win. Okay. What's the problem with that? And how do we solve that? You want to view everything as a win. Like, I won this, I won that, I won that, and I won that. Yeah, you want to view it like that. Why? Why do I have to view everything as a win? Because your thoughts carry a frequency, they carry an energy. We live in an energetic world that is going on right now. If you don't see it, oh my gosh! But anyways, your thoughts carry a frequency, they carry an energy. So when you say, I'm winning, you're basically saying to the universe, I'm in high vibration energy. Give me high vibration energy back. Because high vibration energy, as Glenn says, attracts more high vibration energy. Low vibration energy attracts more low vibration energy. So when you keep saying, I'm winning, you're basically communicating to the universe, I'm in high vibration energy, and by law, I'm gonna get high vibration energy back. Whether that's in a result or whether that's a feeling inside of my body. Yeah, you're gonna get a feeling inside of your body if you continue to say that I'm winning, because high vibration energy attracts high vibration energy. Low vibration energy attracts low vibration energy. So when you kind of tell yourself, you know, kind of made a mistake here, and you get super logical, you start getting into a low vibration energy. Approaching is a very illogical state. It's very illogical. Maybe when you look back at it, you can examine a little bit and be a little bit more logical here and there. And also, so there's this whole spiel in logic. What happens is that when you're logical, it's cool, right? It's cool to be logical, but low vibration energy likes to hack into that logic. It likes to hijack that logic and just create this unending loop of questions constantly. More loop-to-loop questions to ask myself that I don't know the answer to. I don't really know the answer to this. And your head just keeps thinking, I don't know the answer to this. I don't know, but I'm going to keep thinking about it until I know, but I don't know. And then all this energy inside of your head. And then you get super, what happens is that, especially when you're head, that's when you fall into the trap of the intellect. You fall into the trap of pride. You think you know better because you thought about it for a long period of time, but you don't. So here's the thing. Just say you won. Because high vibration energy attracts high vibration energy. When you're super logical about it, you give low vibration energy the opportunity to come in, hack into your physiology, and just make you just not enjoy the experience of going up to people. You make the experience unpleasant when you let the logical mind loop to loop, think to think, logic. Logic's okay, but when low vibration energy hacks into it, it ain't okay. So loop to loop to loop. You don't want to be the loop to loop to loop to loop to loop and then like go up to people. You don't want that to happen. So cleanse it, clean it. Clean your energy body. How do you clean your energy body? Tune into your energy body. Feel any particular moments where there's anxiety, worry, stress, pressure, more pressure. Tune into it. All right? And then imagine that energy going up. As you're breathing up, hold it for 3 and let it out. Simplicity. Simplicity, simplicity.
Okay.
Good job. You're doing amazing. Feel it?
Yeah. Let's see.
Hello. Sometimes I just do it because I don't care. Legit.
Okay.
If I want it perfect, I'll do it, but sometimes I just don't care.
Let's see. Well, what time is it?
You got 14 minutes to do this.
Let's see. Wait, to the right. Wait, there was nothing on my right.
Talk to my friend right here.
Oh, hi.
You need someone to talk to?
Yeah, okay. How do you say no?
No.
To people? Just straight up no?
No. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Wait, what do you mean? In what context?
Like, how do you say no to people? Like, you know, like things that you don't want to do, things that people ask from you, maybe like your mom, like anybody, just no.
When you have parents, especially for me, when my parents ask me to do something, I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Because I remember when I didn't do it, I would be complaining, my parents don't give me enough food. My parents don't do this for me. My parents are just angry all the time. I should not reward them. Just bad behavior. Why would I help them? Because they don't even do this for me. And I just take it personally. And it's a low vibration energy state. And what's that going to attract more of? Low vibration energy. And low vibration energy results from your parents is not something that you want to be proud of, okay? So share some high vibration energy to your parents. Share some love to your parents by doing things for them, saying yes to them. You don't want to say no to them all the time. Maybe if she was more specific, if Jaylin was more specific about her situation, maybe it was appropriate to say no. But that's why you gotta keep expressing yourself. So like you gotta keep being authentic and share about who you are so people can gauge where you actually are and see your particular situation help serve you and help give you. Your ability to be authentic allows people to serve you and help you, okay? Your ability to be inauthentic and be reserved kind of creates, it's a harder way of communicating. It's a harder way to have a conversation, you know? It's like when I go up to a person that's reserved, I have to like really clean myself, you know? So it's gonna help me grow. As always, every person's gonna help me grow, but sometimes it's cool to give a little bit, help the other person out a little bit on having a conversation and by expressing more about yourself. So come on, express a little bit more. I know you're in depth. I know you have a lot of wisdom to share. Be willing to express it. It's a form of love. Love everybody. Love all human beings. Positivity, change the world. Love all human beings. Love all living things. Positivity, change the world. Love all human beings. Love all living things. Okay? Do that. Love all human beings.
Oh, okay, thank you. Is
that it?
Yeah. Wow, okay. Let's see.
Notice I did that one, my lady. Alright, so what happens is that the mind creates an illusion of fear, and that fear will block you from being able to see opportunities. Right?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Let's see. Well, they're walking.
Going up to people is unconditional love. Because what happens is that when you go up to people, you're gonna start recognizing the dormant energy that's inside of you. You get that? When you go up to people, you're gonna start recognizing the dormant energy that's inside of you. You. People, everybody's unique. Everybody's different. There's only one of you. There's only one of you. And because of that, you're going to make another person uniquely recognize something about themselves, right? There's only one of you in the world of the three-dimensional world. There's about 10 to 12 dimensions that are going on in our world, and this is what Glenn talks about all the time. There's 10 to 12 dimensions that are going on in our world, and in the third dimension, we're all different. We're all unique. We all have different skin colors, eye colors, whatever. But in the fourth dimension, we're all the same. And I've said this time and time again. And what you're gonna recognize is that people have different intensities of energies and things that they've been through. And people have a unique way of creating particular situations in the third dimensional world. Like, for example, people will have different facial expressions, right? What if you react to people's facial expressions in different ways? Maybe people have a way of disapproving of you by smiling. And you're like, okay, that's easy. I can go with it. But another person has a way of disapproving you by freaking yelling at you freaking hardcore. And you're like, ah! So you gotta learn unconditional love, because everybody has different intensities of energies. The energies are the same, but different intensities of the same spectrums of energy. And your ability to deal with everybody is your ability to kind of conquer the world, conquer the universe. Do it, feel it, love it, right? So unconditional love, that's what it's about.
I don't want to talk to them.
Mind creates illusions. Failure is information.
That's true. I mean, that's
Love
true.
the unlovable.
That's true.
And it's still holding you back, my lady.
Love the unlovingly, love the unlovingly. All right, so what 99% of the people at the Grove, you can share some love to, at least for 5 seconds. 99.9% of the people that you go up to, you can share some love to for at least 5 seconds. 99.9%, okay? So everybody's pretty cool to talk to. And then from there, you can kind of gauge whether or not you should kind of contribute, okay? So, engage with everybody. Say hello to everybody. You don't have to be like objective based to be like, all right, I'm on camera, I have to get the question, and then I have to like you don't have to do that. It's just, number one, just share some energy to everybody. Not everybody needs to be on the camera, and I didn't tell her that, which is my fault. But especially in the real social world, when going up to people, just go up, hello, hello, and then how's your day? And then how's your day right here? And then, so look, the camera may feel like you're getting particular rules and pressures, and it was my fault that I didn't tell her a structure that made sense to her, that allowed her to be at ease most of the time. It's my fault. So as a teacher, I gotta grow. I gotta be able to realize, all right, next time, failure is information, all right? That's my failure, so that's my information, and I'm gonna bring it to the next A game and make sure I do it right, okay? So, love you and lovingly. Feel free to go up to everybody. Feel free to say hello to everybody. Feel free to share to everybody, okay? Go up to everybody. Everybody. It doesn't matter. Just do it. Just do it. Just say hello. Hi there. And it doesn't have, they don't have to do the video. Just say hello. And that's how you become a functional human being in society while creating conversations with people. Because here's the thing. Not every day you're going to be in a situation where you go up to people and say hello on camera, okay? So for you to practice the way of getting them on camera on a constant basis kind of puts you at a crutch, because like, look, in a normal day-to-day situation, you just say hello, and then sometimes you say, how are you? And then maybe they give you a little feedback here, maybe they give you a little bit energy here, and then you kind of riff and raft with that energy, and then boom, you have a conversation. And maybe there's a little synchronicity that the universe gives you, and then you use that synchronicity to kind of keep contributing and pushing forward. So, look, you guys, love the unlovingly. Love them. Unconditional love. That's what it basically means.
Well, maybe let's ask him. Can I ask you a question? Are you okay with being filmed? Can I ask you a question?
Am I okay with being killed?
No? Okay, bye. Huh?
People that work here.
Oh.
Social discernment.
Wait, what'd you say?
Not people that work here, because security, remember the camera stuff?
Oh.
It's okay. Failure is information.
That's true, that's true.
Right? Right? In this area, look at, this is the security area.
Oh.
You go the other way.
The other way?
Yeah, you go the other way. You go back.
As to what she was thinking or as to what was going on, but in my perspective, again, in my personal perspective, that, okay, thank you, had a little bit of attitude, right? And that attitude is her kind of taking it personally, and it's like a quick cut. Or maybe she was just it was a legitimate okay, thank you. So I can't judge as to what was going on in that situation, but if she was genuinely thankful for what the guy was saying, beautiful, beautiful, and beautiful, and beautiful. But I felt like there was a smidge bit of reaction associated to it. And if there's a smidge bit of reaction to it, recognize that, clean it out, energetically cleanse that. I don't know if this, I'm just gonna say this, but I don't know. I'm gonna say this, but I don't know. So if I'm wrong, tell me. But sometimes what happens is that when you get a thought inside of your head, maybe you get the thought inside of your head like, you know, this camera thing makes people feel uncomfortable, okay? You get that thought inside of your head, and you have that kind of thought, then you go up to a person, and it's almost like this thought, you're fixating on this thought, and then you go up to that person, and then you'll just like, boom, it's like that thought like grapples onto that person, and that thought almost creates a reality of being towards that person. You know what I mean? So if you're thinking to everybody's uncomfortable with camera, and it's just like, what's happening is that you're thinking that, and the thought is trying to reconfirm itself in your reality. So I don't know if that was what was going on in that particular situation. I don't know. The energy of pride is very tricky. It has its because what happens is that when we're thinking, the head chakra is very known for pride. So it's known to be like, okay, I have this idea. Okay, I confirmed it. I know better. It's kind of like that kind of thing. I don't know. So she has to tell me specifically for herself if that's what she was going through. Maybe she wasn't. And maybe she was actually genuinely thankful, and she's actually a beautiful human being that was genuinely thankful in that situation. I don't know.
Or should we go?
You need to go back.
Okay.
You got this.
No.
Love the unlovable.
Well, maybe not this part.
Breathe. Get present to the moment. No future, no past. The mind is an illusion.
But I don't know. Maybe this part. I don't know. Oh, snap.
How's your guys' day today?
Good.
Loving it. Full of positivity. Huh?
In the market for a hat?
No, all set.
See?
Failure
No.
is information. I still
It-
went up. I still took action. It's not
That's
about
true.
It's not about people saying yes, people saying that. It's like going up and doing it and making a mistake.
Yeah. No, I don't know. What do you think that this part helps with?
Hello. Thank you. There's opportunities everywhere.
So what do you think that this part helps with though?
The anxiety part when you're not taking action.
No, like me asking people this.
You asking people that.
Yeah.
It increases
Like-
your perspective of what it actually is, because you don't want to ask 2 people about saying no. You want to ask about 20 people about saying no, and then kind of have your own perspective about the whole general populace about the word no. And in that way, your compassion and understanding of people, it creates a deeper essence of that. You have you're more deeper as a person. And then when you see another person that's struggling with the same issue that you have 20 reference experiences that you can go through to be able to share that same experience with another person. It's information that is hidden only until you take action. And that information is wisdom. The only reason why I'm able to talk to you and connect with you like this is because I talked to 1,000 people and was able to ask them questions about this. And that way, now I can be in a position where I can share something that's valuable to people. Because
Yeah.
I've talked to so many people about the same things that you're going through right now. And I have a deeper understanding of what you're going through.
That's true. That's true.
If I never talked to those people, I would have, with the way that I would have been speaking to you, would have been like, would have been like that. But I get you. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You got 9 minutes.
No.
Okay, keep going this way. Going this way. You want to get off. There's 2
Okay.
people on over on that area.
I don't think I want to do this today then.
Do not allow the mind to create an illusion inside of your body to sabotage you and block you from being able to do that.
I don't think it's blocking me.
It's the mind. The mind's trying to trick you. The mind is an illusion.
No, I just don't think that I want
Mind
to. I don't
is an
think.
illusion.
Maybe like separately. I don't know. Maybe.
No, you're getting too much in your head.
I'm not.
You're
I
thinking
think.
about it too much.
No, but it's like.
Receive. Let go.
I think I've tried though. So. What do you think?
I think you need to just go for it and
But-
realize nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, but no, I don't think so. Or you said too much thinking. No, but now I'm thinking too much. But no. Wait, isn't this a practice of me saying no? Me saying no to you?
No, we don't have that.
Why? Cause now.
Because we say no
Mhm.
from a place of peace.
Yeah.
And what's happening is that you're saying no from a place of fear and anxiety and worry and stress and overwhelm.
No. Well, maybe it's not the time for me right now.
You can push yourself, my lady. You can do this. It's on camera, my lady. You can push yourself.
Sorry.
Just one more person.
I don't think I want to. Like, it's just like,
Every energy is gonna tell you you don't want to do it.
yeah, but I think too.
You do. No, you do want to. You know why?
know.
You know why? Because you asked me. I want to learn how to become more social. I want to learn how to advance my social skills. And that's what you told me at the very start. And now you're telling me, because now you have all this anxiety, worry, and stress, I don't think I really want to. And then you double track on what you said with certainty at the very start. So your intention was to learn how to be social as a person. And what's happening is that you're letting that mind bite you in the butt hard.
Yeah, but I don't think I want to do it then. Because I feel like I've tried now. No?
We
Oh,
got,
sorry.
We got 6 more minutes, my lady.
No. I think that I got a great understanding of exactly.
It doesn't. I'm pushing you. I'm pushing your comfort zone.
Yeah.
You did great. Okay, don't get me wrong. I know I'm maybe a little bit hard, but you're doing great. You did
Yeah.
great. You went up to 2 people. You smiled. They shared to you. They understood you. Some of them said no. It's okay. Right?
Yeah.
You did great. Most people don't have the balls to be able to even be able to go up to people. You're right. You did really amazing. You did
Yeah.
the best that you could in that position. And actually, if you can promise me this, if you don't want to go up to people right now, which is okay, tomorrow you have to go up to at least one person, one random person.
I think I'd rather do that. You know what, too? I think we might be, too. I think it's, too, because you have a camera in front of me, too. You know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying?
Does it add more overwhelm and anxiety and stress?
Yeah, and I think that adds it to other people, too. Because in certain areas, like, I can understand why people would say no about being filmed. So I feel as if I had that pressure off of me, I can more freely do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if I was just able to walk, like, now, you know, I think me as a person, when someone tells me to do something, I'm just like, makes me not want to kind of do it in a way. But if I was just like freely on my own, without the camera,
I know, it creates a pressure, it creates a force, huh?
I think that has like a lot to do with it right now too.
Okay. So let me cut the recording.
Baby blue, baby blue. Okay. Anyways, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Life is gonna bring you challenges. Life's gonna bring you more and 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 more challenges. Now, as an instructor, as a teacher, you do not ever, again, I'm gonna say this one more time, and I'm gonna repeat it time and time again. You don't ever wanna force it. You don't, as an instructor, you never wanna force them to do something they don't wanna do, okay? However, on the flip side, you'll know internally that they gotta work on it. Because at the very end of the day, here's the truth. Life's gonna bring you challenges. challenge after challenge after challenge after challenge. Life's gonna have a camera in front of you. And then there's gonna be other people that are gonna feel uncomfortable that the camera's in front of them. That's a part of life. That's a part of the mass of people, okay? So we gotta accept that. We gotta go inside of our energy bodies. We gotta tune into any particular moment where there's a sense of stress and pressure, right? There's an energy of pressure, that's a low vibration energy, right? A feeling of pressure. We gotta tune into our energy body. We gotta put it inside of a box. And then we gotta bring that energy up for about 6 seconds. And we're gonna hold it. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna breathe it out, okay? And to get a more quality form of that exercise, check out Glenn, because that's his exercise. How much have I stolen work from Glenn today? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. What I'm saying is that life's gonna give you challenges. So if you can't go through this challenge of a camera being in your face while going up to people, what if you get a bigger challenge in life? What if you want to become a business person, right? That's what she wants to be. She wants to be in business and she has to speak in front of 1,000 people and there's a camera right there, right? If she can't speak in front of 1,000 people with a camera right here, no, if she can't, look, like let's say she wants to speak in front of 1,000 people. If she can't have a camera and go up to people, how can you go in front of a person? How can you go in front of a stage where there's 1,000 people with a camera as well? Okay, so like, look, every challenge that you go through will allow you to expand allows you to expand to deal with other situations in life, because life, we live in a world of duality. In a world of duality, it's just gonna keep throwing stuff at you, right? And you have to constantly make sure there's no energetic fluctuations that are going inside of your energy body as the world of duality is just throwing stuff at you. And then, yeah, people are uncomfortable being on camera. You're right. But there's a ton of people that are not. And those were the first 2 people that you went up to. So, the mind wants to trick the F out of you. I got rejection after rejection after rejection. And then what's gonna happen to you, like your physiology is gonna just freaking like squirm. It's gonna make your body in a particular way. And then what's gonna happen is that if you don't clean it out, it's gonna really suck the energy out of you, because that's what low vibration energy wants to do. And then when you go up to that person, you're like, hello? And then it's just like, you can't go up to that person. So, look, you want to constantly examine your energy body as you're going up to people. If you're not examining your energy body, if you're not looking at your energy body to see any moments where there's pressure, anxiety, worry, stress, stuck, if you're not constantly examining your energy body for that potential energy, and if you don't know how to clear it out, oh my gosh, the results that you may be getting will be prohibited, right? So clean your energy body so you have the ability to create situations of infinite possibilities in the social world. Infinite possibilities in the social world, okay?